Okay, Sarah, thanks. Well, what I'd like to do right now is take about 5 or 6 minutes, ask you some questions, let you do all the talking, and what's in it for you here is this will save a lot of time. It'll also give me an idea of the vehicles that I can help you save the most money on. Is that okay?
Yes.
All right, and if you don't mind, I'm also going to take notes while you're talking because what you've got to say is extremely important to me.
Okay.
Fair enough? Okay, what are you driving right now?
A Honda Odyssey.
Okay. I have heard nothing but good things about those. How many miles on it?
Oh, a lot. I travel a lot.
Okay, a lot might be
Maybe 30.
30,000 miles?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, what year is it?
An 08.
Okay, and the trim level, is it the EX, LX, EXL?
It's just a regular.
Is that cloth interior?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so that would make it an LX, all right. Did you purchase that new or used?
New.
New, okay. Would you consider selling it to us?
I could.
Okay. What we'll do is we'll give you a bid on it, and if you like the bid, terrific. If not, at least you'll have a good idea of what it's worth.
Okay.
Cool? All right, what have you liked best about the Odyssey?
It's roomy for all my family.
Okay. Tell me about your family.
I have 5 boys.
5 boys ranging in age from?
From 12 to 18.
12 to 8. Well, that's a surprise. Okay, a pleasant surprise, I might add.
Thank you.
And any dogs, cats?
We do, but they don't travel with us.
They don't travel with you?
Yeah.
And then you have a husband too?
Yes.
And what's his name?
Josue.
Jose?
Mm-hmm, that's fine.
No, what is it really?
It's Josue. J-O-S-U-E.
J-O-S-U-E. Josue.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, thank you. All right, so you like the room.
Yes.
Anything that you haven't liked about the Odyssey?
If I were to go back and get it off the lot, I would want to do backup cameras.
Okay, so you miss a backup camera.
Mm-hmm.
And with 5 boys,
Yeah.
backup camera would probably be helpful.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, I get you. All right, why are you looking for another vehicle at this particular time?
My boys are already big. They're hardly ever with me, and I'm looking for something smaller.
Okay. Yep, I went through that too. For the longest time, I used to have rear entertainment systems for my girls, but then I guess it was about when I was 14 or 15. Suddenly, riding with Dad was no longer cool. Mm-hmm. Yeah, now I couldn't get it in my back seat for love nor money. Have you picked out a specific vehicle that you'd like to look at today?
I haven't. I really don't have anything in mind. I just know I want something nice and small, a lot smaller than the van.
Okay. Do you want to stay in the crossover or SUV category, or are you thinking about a sedan?
I'm looking at a sedan.
Okay. Have you seen a Ford Fusion?
I have not.
Okay. Well, we'll see that you see one today. Monthly payment on your Odyssey?
The highest would probably be $350.
Okay.
Payments.
Okay. For your Odyssey, what have you? Did you have payments on the Odyssey?
I have payments now.
And what are
they? They were about $400.
They were about $400. Okay.
$430. I don't know what's paid off.
Okay, but when you had payments?
I think it was $400 or $430, one of those.
Okay. All right, and have you been shopping anywhere else?
No.
Okay. Have you done some internet research?
No.
No? Okay. All right, who'll be driving the vehicle most? You?
Me. Mm-hmm.
Okay. And will anybody else be driving?
Yeah, my husband.
Josue?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Will anybody else be included in the selection process?
You mean like his name on it?
Well, no. I mean, you're gonna. It's for you, so you're gonna pick it out, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Josue, I mean, he'll drive it.
He'll drive it, but it's up to me.
It's up to you because you are the woman. Okay, I get it. I get it. All right. Describe a normal day in your vehicle's life as you see it coming up, not necessarily as it's been.
The new vehicle or the old one?
The new one.
Oh.
Now, obviously, things are changing in your life, right?
Mm-hmm.
All right. So, how do you see you using this one in the future? The new one.
Probably travel less because there would be less room.
Okay. So when you say travel less, that would be a long distance travel.
Yes, long
Okay.
distance travel.
Okay. What else?
Day-to-day work probably would be, and then kids' sports, but I only have one that I take back and forth, so.
Okay, so you'd basically use it to commute to work. How far is the commute? One way.
Oh, not far at all.
Okay. And then you'd use it for your, I guess, your youngest sporting endeavors. Okay. No other special usage for the vehicle?
No.
Okay. All right. Sarah, do me a favor. I've got a couple different categories here. 1 means it's not important to you at all. 5 means it's very important to you. Circle, where the importance level is for each one of these categories, and then take those categories and prioritize them 1 through 3 for me, okay? And by the way, can I get you a cup of coffee or Coke or something?
Yeah, sure, water.
Okay, I'll get you some water.
Thank you.
So off I'd go. I'd get her water. What she's doing is she's looking at comfort and convenience. She's looking at technology. She's looking at dependability. She's looking at, some very basic categories. And then prioritizes last, the top three are the ones you just marked.
Okay. Actually, I'm going to put this.
Okay, so you've got safety number 1, comfort number 2, performance number 3. Out here, I've got budget. Everybody's got a budget. Some people, budget is at the top of the list. For some other people, budget is a little further down. And for most people, budget's sort of right somewhere in the middle. Could we? Where would you say your budget is relative to your top 3 priorities?
As in how much I want to purchase the vehicle for, or what do you
Well, is budget your primary concern?
So.
Okay, so it would sort of be right in the middle.
Yeah.
Right? All right, you said your last vehicle was $400 to $430 a month. Okay? Most people, when they purchase a new vehicle, their payment goes up somewhere between $125 and $150. All right? Were you planning on spending somewhere between $500 and $580 for your next vehicle?
It depends if it has all the equipment, like technology and stuff. Then yeah, if it's more basic, then I'm looking at those payments.
And the more basic, we would expect it to be a lower payment, right? Okay. All right. Anything else we would need to know to make this a real fruitful visit for you?
No.
Okay. What have I learned?
You fucking killed it. Wow.
What have I learned?
Hands down. Everything. That's fucking awesome. Wow.
I know. Look, I know her husband's name. If she had any less than 5 children, I would have asked their names. Okay. If she'd have said that she was looking for if the kids had been younger, and she was looking for another or a minivan to replace the Odyssey, I would have asked their names. Because I would have wanted to, when I was doing the vehicle walk around, I would have said, okay, where does Katie, where does Jimmy, where does Bobby, where do they sit? That's how you personalize and customize a vehicle presentation. Okay? What's her hot button? No. And correct me if I'm wrong, and I don't know if this is fake or if it's...
No, it's real. That's
Okay, she's been in a minivan for a long time. She's been in a minivan for 8, going on 9 years. She's been hauling 5 children around for a long time. You know what? She's only got 1 that's going with her now. I think she'd probably like a sedan. I think she'd probably like a really nice ride because she's been soccer mom for a long time. Am I thinking right?
Yeah.
Okay? So see how much you can learn how to present. I mean, doing this correctly sets up the rest of the sales engagement. All right? Now, think about this for a second. Earlier, when I asked her about payments, She goes, I'd like to stay at 350. Okay? But I didn't pay attention. I said, what were you paying? She goes, I was paying somewhere between $400 and $430 for the Odyssey, but it's paid off. By the way, was I happy to hear it was paid off?
Of course.
I was tickled pink. Okay, yippee, yippee. When we get down to budget, most people ask a really stupid question that sounds like this. So Juan, what do you want to pay for your next vehicle?
$1.
$1. Thank you for that answer, because that's a good one. We don't ask that question because the customer gives us a stupid answer, and it's not the customer's fault. It's our fault for asking a stupid question. Survey says that your average car payment goes up $115 when you buy a new or used car. Now remember, that's average. Some people get a new job, they win the lottery, their payment goes up $700 a month. Other people file bankruptcy, they go through divorce, the payment goes down $150 or $200. 115 is average. So I always assume that they're going to do that. So I say, hey, when you've been paying $400 to $430, most payments go up about $125 to $150. Can I assume that you're looking for a vehicle around $500 to $580? Well, suddenly she said yes, if it was equipped really nicely. And if it wasn't, well, we wouldn't expect her to pay $580 if it wasn't equipped nicely, if it's a base model, or it doesn't have this package or that package. But I took her from $350 to $580. Actually, I didn't do it. She did it. Okay? I can't make anybody buy a car. All I can do is give them the information they need to make a decision to buy a car.
What's your manager still like you, bro?
Wow.
I wish I thought.
We should do, are we gonna get this to do when we, okay, that would be like so much easier, huh?
Oh yeah, I'm gonna make copies and give you guys copies. All right.
When we go sit them down, we can be like, so, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah. Now, did it feel like I was interrogating you, or did it feel like a conversation?
Actually, it felt like nice because you were wanting. I was telling you about my family, so I was more comfortable and I got more at ease because I was talking about my family.
It seemed like more help than.
Yeah.
I like how you cleared the one layer.
I like how I did what?
Cleared the one, like, you made sure that she was the one making the decision to buy the car. Like, she
Right.
got her husband. Like,
Look, had she said, no, Josue is going to be part of this decision-making process, it would not have stopped me. I still would have focused on helping her buy a car, but in the back of my mind, and I would have let my managers know that, hey, Sarah's husband is not here. She said he will be part of the decision. So what I probably would have planned on doing I would have planned on, I don't even know if you guys will know what this term means. I would have planned on puppy dogging her. Do you know what puppy dogging means? So, well, puppy dogging comes from the practice of you go to a pet store, or you go to a breeder, or you go to an adoption place, and they say, well, just take it home for the night.
BC, I was going to say BCA.
Yeah, take it home for the night. And if the dog doesn't work out, bring it back. Nobody brings the damn dogs back, okay? No, very few people ever bring the cars back either. I mean, she'll come back with Josue. She'll take it. She'll show it to Josue. They can talk about it, and then she'll come back, and we'll probably have a car deal. Now, obviously, that has to be cleared with management. And if they live in Albuquerque, you probably don't want to do this. Okay?
They do it here, though, don't they?
That's
Yeah,
They
BCA.
do. Oh, okay.
They'll let you go to real sources.
So again, so they will send somebody home in the vehicle.
But not all the time.
Yeah, it needs to be local.
You BCA all the time.
It needs to be local.
You BCA all the time.
Okay, now,
BCA all the time.
you guys, I need you to realize, I apologize for not handing these out, so you could have followed along with me. That was my bad.
But it does put the person at ease because I was like really tense and uptight first, and then after you started asking me then I got more like calm. You know what I mean?
Good. You know,
We just need an extra one for James or
for who?
Destiny. Yeah, I was going, I got one.
You handed her one.
Does everybody have ones that
He
goes?
doesn't have one. Oh my goodness, I
All right, now, I want you to notice something, okay? There was no place on here for how many children do you have, what's your husband's name, was there? No, but look, when she goes, hey, I've got 5 boys, 12 to 18, or what have you liked best about the Odyssey? She goes, I like the room. I said, well, okay, you must be hauling people. Yes, I've got my family. Tell me about your family. I've got 5 boys, 12 to 18. Why? Or she said she had 5 boys. I asked the ages. Okay, 12 to 18. Okay, are you going to be the only driver? No. My husband's going to drive as well. What's your husband's name? Josue. Okay, so now I've got her husband's name. So I can, you know, if the vehicle I'm showing has got the memory seat where it's 1 and 2, I can say, hey, Josue can set it, you know, for him. You can set it for you. It personalizes the vehicle presentation. Okay? Why are you looking for another vehicle this particular time? This is where I got the clue that, hey, she's been a soccer mom for a long time and she's coming to the end. And bless her heart, it's time for mom to have something that's fun. Because later on, down below, when she started, marking, you know, what was important to her, which surprised me. She put performance and power is very, very important to her. So does that tell you something about how you ought to do the demo drive, the demonstration drive? Yeah, you better show her how this vehicle performs, or guess what? She's going to go down the street and find somebody who will show her how the vehicle performs. Okay, I mean, she just told me everything I need to know to help her buy a car. And I'm going to guess, we'll put it up on the screen in just a second. I'm going to guess it took about 5 or 6 minutes. Now, I'm also going to show you Lori. Lori didn't have this, okay? Yet Lori uncovered my buying motivations yesterday, and she uncovered a couple really good things. It wasn't as thorough as this, but it was an excellent, excellent job, especially being as new as you are to the business and not having a path to run on. So it tells me you're a smart young lady. All right, so we'll watch Lori, we'll watch me, and then I'm going to have each one of you do this. Okay? It's not as easy as it looks, but it's not hard. It just takes a couple times of doing it. Okay? It's like anything else. It's like riding a bike. I mean, you skin your knees when you first start riding a bike, but once you get up, you're up for life. Okay? You never forget how to ride a bike. All right?
Let's do the G. Excellent.
No beef anymore.
But then,
That was crazy.
My house yesterday.
I killed one with my bare hands.
I know I know.
Missing 12.
I got stage fright a couple of times in this video.